Okay, 1995 E-Z-GO pedal box. There we go, folks. All right. You got right here is your micro switch and your throttle positioning. That rod goes into this hole. As it travels in and out, it allows power to go back to the harness area and the output just below the forward and reverse switch. Okay, and that's another wiring scenario. White wire comes in, black wire comes in, right? Here's what happens normally. See this little paddle that comes down? It's got a little roller on it. All right, that spring gets weak. Okay, that spring gets weak, doesn't hold down. So what it does is, as this travels, let me see if I can get it while I'm doing the camera. Right here, that roller will drop down here. All right. That means if it's going this direction, the paddle goes down. Right? So we give a gas and it pops back up. So when it pops back up, it connects the red and the green wire. What I do is I'll jump these two and then depress the pedal, and that's going to tell me, hey, it runs. Okay, then I got a bad switch. Let's say I'm depressed the pedal, right? See what I'm saying here? How do I know the difference between the two? All right. Come back down here. The further the rod goes in through that hole, which is right up here, right? The further it goes through, it's going to activate this. All right. And here's the deal. You want to take your probe and you put your ohm meter on this, right? Set it on like, I don't know, 200. What I want to do is introduce that shaft into there and then take the ohms reading. If I have an open circuit where these two wires will not sense each other, okay? In other words, there's no power going down and the black's the ground. If I'm not getting any activation in here, right? While that's going through, I know it's bad. So I'll check that first. And if I'm good here, well, then I'll go over to the micro switch and I'll jump the red and the green. Then I know, okay, it takes off. I've got a bad micro switch. Okay. These rod, that goes back to your foot pedal. You know what I'm saying? The actual hardware that goes, you know, when the pedal goes in and out. So there's where we're at. The micro switch, all right, here's the two wires that come off, which are right up here. This one and this one. Okay. So these two come off. Well, that pedal that goes down in, when it goes up and down, it makes a connection in here. So what are we doing? Right? We depress our pedal, it's going to drop or lift. If the connection in here isn't any good, it's burnt or it's welded together and it's just not doing its job, most likely it burns off and then you can't get the connection right. So there's your connection going up and down. This rod, this pedal pad right here. Sometimes these guys right here, they're springs, they're like spring steel. Sometimes they're good, but what you want to do is you want to throw this in and out, right? So you go up here, put your finger in there and listen for it to go click, click, click. You hear that clicking noise in there. Yeah, some people go like this. They'll put a continuity tester on this lead and this lead, and once it clicks up and it clicks, you should have continuity, right? So if it doesn't and you're clicking it back and forth and it's an open circuit where these two units, these two tabs down in here have separated and you don't get no connection whatsoever, then you know you got a bad micro switch. Okay? So there you go. It's either news you can't use or I made your day. Any questions, direct message me.